There we go. Is that working? That is working. I'm not prepared. Hang on. And you lot are being too kind. Hang on. Where is it? Come on, XM Play. Wake up. What? No, not professional tracker. Hang on. Professional as ever. Yeah, the pun is not lost on me. Hang on. Amiga. No. Oh, great. Yeah, open up a Google Docky, and why not? That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. It's just very quiet without background noise. Hang on. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's go for... let's go for the DMB folder. There we go. There we go. Now I've got some background noise. Now I don't feel so weird. There we go. And I can move that over there. And I can say hello. How you all doing? First things first. I should do it from this list here. That'd be easier. Waterman, thank you so much for gifting JC1980, Memoir Morty, Darn Geek, Ramesh, CT Point, a sub. Sleepy Dwarf, thanks for the resub, mate. Commander Keen, thanks for gifting out Cloaked Alien. DJ Cryptomatic, that's nice, I like that. Monkey Blue TTV, Rez, how you doing there, Rez, mate? At the back there. DB Flash, Rob Smith Dev for the resub, and Night Shift for the resub. And now I am all caught up. How the devil are you all? That is quite quiet. Let's turn that up a little. That's better. Yeah, who have we got here? Offog, professional as ever. Hey Francis, UK Gamer, Commander Keen, Curl, Gigabates, mate. How you doing, Graham? Benjo Kazooie, Waterman Nivrig. No, I'm not professional, no. Dare Black 31, good evening from Germany. Good evening from sunny Salisbury. It's been very... It's Autumn Hippo, subbed for 20 months. Thank you very much. Curl as well, welcome in. Who else did I see there? JC1980, Blitter Object. Who else? Rob Smith, obviously. Dark Star, how you doing? Boost SE. Edvin Helland, nice to meet you. Dapper, SW, welcome in. Grid Point as well. Chelly of HM. And yeah, there we go. Evening all, how the devil are you doing? We've got good news. This has been beaten. So yeah, now you remember last week I was having a bit of trouble with it. Well, I spent 20 minutes looking at it yesterday and realised that the second side disc ripper code was fucked. So yeah, I fixed that, ripped the second side of the disc, and have I stuck the label back on? It's hanging on by a thread. I'm not touching that disc again. So yeah. Only rainy for days, April weather in May. It's really hot actually. I might have to go and get the fan in a minute because it is quite warm in here. So yeah, first shorts day of the year. Oh dear. So hang on, just doing the important things here. Hooverphonic, how you doing, mate? Yeah. Is it still here? Oh yeah, here it is. So you see that? That is getting posted out to Hooverphonic. I'll obviously clean these fingerprints off of it before I send it. But yeah, this is getting posted out to Hooverphonic for his fantastic work on our fantastic intro that we won. Yay! So yeah, I'll get that posted out this week. So yeah, Outrun's done. I've even already prepared the boot block and got a folder for the crack intro. But it does mean that we need to go. I've misspelled something in the crack intro, as you do. So as I do anyway, all the fucking time. So we're gonna go back into the crack intro, and we're gonna. If you're still around when we do that, we'll be updating the members list. So if you're around, Tiny Small 69, happy cracking. Thanks for the bits, mate. As I do, yes, yeah. King of the typo. At your cervix. There you go. God, a cold beer on a day like today is lovely, isn't it? Grid Point sub for 3 months. Welcome in, mate. In advance. Bloody hell, mate. Oh. So, Outrun's not going to take very long, but obviously there's something else that if you follow my socials, you've probably seen this week, which is the large module player for the Amiga 500. So what I will do is we'll pull up the code for that. It's still a bit of a mess, but it's working. I think it's about as best as I am going to get it working. But it's pretty damn solid compared to last week. So we'll go through that. Mod size large, yeah. I worked it out actually. I think you could have, what was it? I think it was, so it's 64K, right? Times 31 samples, right? Multiply 1024. Oh no, that would be a bit much. So that's 2 megabyte, right? Or 2,031,616 bytes. Oh no, that might fit actually. It's 1F0000. So that might fit. You might, basically the biggest Protrack module you could do, you could play on a 500 now. So, which is kind of cool. So yeah, an unbelievable amount of data, yeah. Turn your Amiga 500 into an A500 Plus. Bigger than that. Turning it into my 600, which has 2 mega chip RAM. So, which makes things a lot easier. So we'll be running through that. There is a question, obviously. I've not asked the question yet. But I am now. Commander Keen straight in there. Disc 2. So, if you're new to the stream, basically what I do is I write demos onto 5 floppy disks, and then whatever number comes out of chat first is the first one that we put in the drive. So, I'd kind of like to watch these as well. So let's just switch that over, and then let's just check. I mean, it's a black screen, but of course we are idling in the action replay because it stops the drive from clicking, which is quite kind of handy. Right, let's just turn that up a touch. And let's see what this is. I can't remember what I see. I always forget what's on these discs as soon as I've written them. So let's see. Let's find out what demo has Commander Keen picked. Oh, this is quite cool. Natsu no Gumo by Lemon, I believe. Yeah. This is the Rubber Cube Challenge from 2014. Oh my god. It's quite a while ago, isn't it? I remember this. I hope Paradroid's alright. Should work. There you go. Should we just have a quick look? Okay, Copperless ain't telling us much, is it? Oh, that isn't. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Okay. Two Copperless. So where do we start first? So B904. Start, stop, yeah. BPL com, BPL mod. Bit plane pointers 3 and 4. Sprite pointers. They're not all pointing to the same thing, so that's probably lemon, and then yeah, okay, interesting. Some color palettes, yeah. Then a weight, and then color, and then weight, and then bit plane pointers. Okay, okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah. Set 2, 0, 1, and 2. Yeah, 3 planes used for that. Okay, oh, that's cool. Okay. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, yeah, so... Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I thought it might be something like that. Yeah, it's just basically... as you can see, it's just basically every single line of the display is 3-bit plane pointers and 3 colours, which is obviously how each scan line of the thing is built. So, yeah, that's just obviously how it gets displayed. But I wouldn't call it copper trickery as so much. Although there's a BPL con switch there. I wonder why that's doing that. But then it repeats again anyway. Okay, there you go. So, I think there's a write-up somewhere. Yeah. I think if you read the... well, yeah. So there we go. Rubber cues on Amiga is easy to do. It's basically buffering, isn't it? Like, you don't necessarily have to render out the whole thing. You can actually, there's 2 ways you can do it, isn't there? You can either actually render it and then buffer that, and then you kind of move backwards through the buffers for certain scan lines. And then the other option is that history of the cube, yeah, basically, yeah. And you kind of go back through the history of that cube, which gives you a weird twist, yeah. Are there debug symbols? No, of course not. You won't find debug symbols in demos. We need the space. So, back in time per scan line. Yeah. Another option is you can, rather than actually storing the scan lines, you could store left and right points of that, and then render that out as well. That's another way of doing it. It means your backwards buffer could be a lot larger in that instance, but then obviously you're spending time rendering. So yeah. Depends on how you want to do it. So yeah, there you go. What was that? That was disc 2, wasn't it? Right, so we've got 1, 3, 4, 5. What would you like next? 4. Oh, Booney, I tell you what you've done. I'm going to put in disc 4. Disc 4 does nothing. That's because actually it's a 2-disc demo. So you've actually picked disc 3. Ross with the sub there, mate. Clap, clap, clap. Yes, very good. De Profundis, however you pronounce it. By Lemon, Deadliners, and I missed. There's like 3 groups involved with it. What a lovely demo. Very good stuff. So yeah, a lot of work got into that. The music's great as well. So yeah, I've only got 2 discs left. 5 and 1. So a very sexy demo. A very scary demo. Yeah, we're not going to watch. Obviously, not only party coding involved. Oh god, party coding. Yeah, that was. It was fun, but I don't like it this year. I don't like party coding. Abyss done. Evoke 2022 64K, written in C. This, so you can do good stuff in C. Air Adam 13, welcome in. Let's watch this then. This is a cracker. This. I've neglected the amount of compression time here, haven't I? No, there we go. There you go. absolutely cracking. Abyss. Done. 64k. Amiga 500. I've only got one disc. I know we're at half an hour in, but I'm going to put the disc in anyway. Because nobody picked it. But I went to the effort of making the disc, so hang on. There we go. So any guesses as to what it is? Someone must know. Blitter object. 1,000 internet points to you. Yes, it is. Hey Cookie, how you doing? RTX on. You juggling requests from directors. Yeah. I get that, Francis. Source code is available. What, for this? Yeah, but not for the, what is it, for the ray tracing as well? So, because that's obviously just an animation on disk, so. Right, so which way round do we want to do this? Do we want to just wrap up on this first and then go through the Pro Tracker replay stuff? I think we probably should, seeing as, you know, that is what the stream title is. Oh, the Ray Tracer. The wrap up. Okay, so the wrap up. All right, so let me just see. Yeah, everything's good. Soundtrack could use a remix. I've already done it, but it's not in Pro Tracker. And honestly, I am not. I'm so done with this game. So, right. So, let me show you where I went wrong last week, right? LM rip 2, 1, 2, 3. Right. I don't think I saved this either, so let's have a look. Yeah, okay, right. Oh, soundtrack could use it. Oh, you meant for Juggler. Okay, Offog. Yeah. So, now, this would have been fine, right? So, D7 is the start track, and D2 is the number of tracks minus 1. And then it went into the disk load routine. And that load routine would then basically offset the start track based on a base memory address of slow RAM. When it finishes loading, when it hits a track that it can't read, A0 then returns with the last address that it loaded to. So the idea was subtract the base address from that, move that into a data register, divide it by the size of the track, add 1 to it, and then just tell it to read some more. Except, can anyone spot what I've done wrong here, considering D7 is the start track and D2 is the number of tracks to read? Can anyone spot it? I literally spotted it within 5 minutes. Nope. That's a sub anyway. Too many tracks? No, the problem is if you look at the first chord where D7 is the start track, right? The idea is from A0 we're supposed to be discerning what our next start track is. But I put that in D2, not D7. So I've got the registers round the wrong way. So the reason why the game was crashing is because I wasn't actually ripping the entire side of the disc last week. Yeah. Yeah. So I basically fixed that, ripped the side of the disc, and now it works. So, yeah. And basically the original load routine we had, the original boot, which was before I started mucking about with it, so boot 4, I can just load that into boot 4 for F123, right? And then I put the disc with the ripped tracks in, go for F000. Exactly, night shift. Yeah. Yeah, I fixed that and then it ripped the disc fine. So the whole thing was that. Let's enjoy this, shall we?
US Gold present from Sega. Outrun.
Now, if you remember, it was around here where it crashed. That's Sleepy Time ASMR. Feck knows what that intro's all about. Yeah, I know. Well, it's like we've got most of the disc free. Does it say Ian on the right? It does, but I think that's a graphic artist, so... Did the voice actor become president in later life? Maybe. Now, Daniel Collins, to answer your question, when's the stream to optimize this? I'm not going to do it because even if you optimize it, the game's still a sack of shit. But we can demonstrate. Some of the code. I had it open. I was mucking about with it yesterday, and I just broke into it with the action replay, and I was looking at a routine just where it was in memory, and went, "Wow, that's pretty impressively bad." So we'll wait for also just wait for the AGA version. Right, so let's just have a quick look, shall we? So yeah, obviously the game works now, so that's fine. Is it here? Oh, it is. It is. This is the routine. Right. So move D3 into D0, swap D0. Move that into D0, move D0 into A3. Rotate that by and data register. Rotate along by a data register. And D7 to A2 or .W to A2. So as you can see there, clear. So there's a mask. There's the ore of the graphics. Move it to the next bit plane. D4 and D0 swap, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So as you can see, this is a routine for drawing stuff, right? It's freaking nasty. This is what it was broken on, right? So this is quite funny. If we just put an RTS there, right? And the other thing we need to do is 100, isn't it? We've got to bump up the... because it hasn't... So the cars have disappeared. I mean, even just drawing the cars. What I find really funny about this is that you see the cars in the distance. You'll see them just pop onto the horizon. Hang on a sec. You've got to see this. And when they're small, you see them there, and then when they get to a certain size, they disappear. So it must be either too... Am I trying to fix it? You cannot fix something that is this broken. It's not physically possible. Right, so I give you an idea, right? You would want to optimize it properly, right? The road, I imagine, is probably total Atari shovelware. Yeah. You can't polish a turd. Still a turd. Yeah, exactly. Like, I could probably patch the code and replace loads of stuff with Blitz stuff, but the way you're really going to like optimize it is to replace... Look, do you want to see the copper list? I wouldn't even use these assets. I'd go and get the arcade ones and get someone to do them properly. 20 is it? No, no, that's disc 80, isn't it? It doesn't even use the copper. There's not even a copper list just to set up the screen. In fact, the copper is currently stored with what looks to be. It must have just stolen something from the bus and thrown it in there, because that's a sync word from the disk loader. Yeah. So give you another example. Is it C0? Let's go to 5C, 1C. I mean, I thought this was commendable to a degree, right? Although they're not actually that's still bad, because they're not actually confirming any interrupts with this, so it's still broken. But at least they're only, storing half a register before they do what they need to do. There's still going to be a quicker way of doing that, obviously. But yeah, where is it? Yeah, so it moves the bit plane pointer into D0, moves it directly into the addresses there, adding a long word each time. So, so yeah, there you go. But we've cracked it now. But yeah, there's just literally no point. I did actually, as soon as I saw that routine, I thought, well, maybe if I just throw, does that on every VBlank? Yeah. I mean, you would need to do that on every VBlank if you were setting up a copper list anyway. If you're going to swap the values out. But, yeah, I thought maybe that one draw routine, I thought, well, that looks like it's doing a shift and a mask. You could probably do that with the blitter and just intercept that bit of code and do that. And then I thought, well, if I just disable that and see if that's the only drawing routine, but it wasn't. Like, all the scenery is drawn by another bit of code, so I was like, nah. So right, so I've already prepared the boot block and the crack intro for this and the bootloader. So I can just boot this. And shifting is free with the blitter too, exactly, yeah. What I'm finding really funny about looking at the TT crack intro now is I keep expecting the music to change up after about 3.5 bars. So So just to test. Galahad, don't ship it. Yeah. Saving Grave, which should be a metal band name. Yeah. That's a good point. Has anyone seen Ireland's entry into the Eurovision? It is fantastic. It's so good. Okay, I know this works anyway, so I'm not going to subject you to the intro again. So, we are going to release it. But what we're going to do is we're going to sort out some typos and then add some names to the members list because, yeah. We have to release it. It's got to go on the BBS. It was requested by Retro32. The BBS will be on fire with all the downloads. Yeah. Oh, it's here already. Right. So first of all, intro text. Okay. And we were excited. Sadly, this was short-lived when the parcel arrived and our team of elite crackers found a copy of Outrun. The only saving grace was the box.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
I've got to say, that is still, without a shadow of a doubt, the most useful channel redeem I've ever had. It's fantastic. Thalamoose, mate, subbed for 19 months, mate. Blimey. How you doing? You need a page 2, I think. No. This is the box included a cassette of the original arcade soundtrack. Anyway, we cracked it from original disc, all on Amiga using an action replay. No options, no patches, no QOL. It's just not worth it. Made, cracked for Retro 32, who has a collection of every Outrun Amiga release. No. We'll just do dedicated to Retro 32. Okay. Mantis Radio. We were excited. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I do these things. Oh, raid. Where did the raid come from? I missed that completely. Afano, welcome in. Raiders, hello, welcome in. We're just wrapping up on cracking Outrun for the Amiga. Just doing the crack intro. What were you up to? I had the Amiga 500 when I was 7. PS1 was out, but my mum was cheap. Hey, Trapshot, how you doing? No full stop after that. Okay, yeah. Thank you. QL enhancement for Outrun would be not to include the game on the disc, yeah. Also, I'm not sure whether it's that or that. That looks more correct. Based on the box, that kind of looks more correct. I just don't know whether you have a space or not. Any chance we can see that latest demo? I saw you release a new one recently, which was awesome. Maybe later, yeah. Include a format disc option. Length of line 21, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's all fine. So, Outrun also stylized as Outrun. Yeah, we'll leave it at that then. Right then. Now we'll get to the important bit. Right. Also stylized as shit. Outrunners with a space. Okay. Alright. Bloody hell. This has Outrun and a disc formatting in one. Right then, guys. Hands up in chat. Do a little wave if you want to be in the TTE members club. Yeah. In fact, if you use the thing, how to earn membership, you just have to be here. Curl, you're not on here, are you? You must be on here. You are not. Okay, let's add a new line in. So Curl, you're in. Right, everyone slow down a bit. Grid point. Let me get in there. Grid point. Yeah. Rusius. Yeah. Athano. Yeah. Notorious 500. Yeah. Bloody hell. Sleepy Dwarf. Yeah. Sirius 431. You're already on there, mate. Tib, I thought you would be on there, but nope, you're not. Okay. Tib Chip. Yeah. Archie Dragon. Yeah. Push Toys put his hands down. Is there a Twitch Scrubs club? I don't know. Fuel, are you not on there? recall the base name he made of Wing. Hey, Depeche, mate. How you doing? Okay, so it was a sea of text there, so I missed a bunch of you. You're not on here today, Lias, are you? You're going to have to go on here. Do you have the 2097 on there as well, do you? Depeche has got to be on here. Yeah, of course. Right, hands up if I missed you. Cookie, do you want to go on there? Trap Shot, you're not on there either. Bloody hell, okay, yeah, Trap Shot Live. You want that Trap Shot Live like that? Oh, Cookie. Of course you're going on there. You're part of the Poo Brain Massive. Is there a hyphen in Poo Brain? You'll have to tell me. Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, I did see you there. Hang on. Oh, gosh. Yeah. I thought I already wrote you on there, didn't I? No? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look. Glitter Object, you got to be on there, haven't you? Yeah, of course. Poo-Brain. Yeah. I mean, I got to get Poo Brain on there. So, Autumn Hippo. Oh, I thought you were on there. No, blimey. Autumn. How do you want to spell that is the question. Was the protection tricky with this one? No, it's a piece of piss, if I'm honest. Does the Bon Cafe, I mean, I'm putting you on there, Bon Cafe, it does not come with mad ASM skills, but, you know, we say it does come with exclusive membership to the GitHub, which is completely public to everyone, so you can go and get some ASM source, so yeah. Does that shit disk loader count as protection? It does. You can't copy the disk. Dan Boxer. There we go. Not putting my name. Someone might send this to Fast. Affin Muffy. Yeah. Can you use Bonk instead? Yeah. I sure can. There we go. I'm not sure if this is going to fit on the page now. Have I missed anyone off? Oh, Tozza. Oh, yeah, of course, mate. Reject names, switch to UUIDs. You need to add vertical scroll soon. This list is too long. Oh, Fog, you not on here? Fucking hell. Make a scroller. Scroller's easy. Can you imagine Fast response? These guys will copy anything for fuck's sake. Yeah. I did send you Spurs Legacy to crack, but I'm guessing you're doing A500 stuff. Well, considering I did some of the music on that, that'd be quite interesting. And Galahad did a load of stuff with that as well. So, yeah. I don't think it's even protected, is it? Did you even bother in the end? Oh, if I wanted it. I mean, I'll definitely have a spare box copy. I'll chuck it on the thing there. Doc check. I bet you made sure that wasn't fucking easy. Maybe that's an interesting one to cover then. I mean, you know, you're not going to let anyone know whether it was easy or not, right? You had no input. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, you mentioned me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd love it, mate. Yeah. Get me on Discord or something. It's the best place to get me. So, yeah. Right, I think we're going to go with that. Unless you got, like, 1 minute to put your hands up if I've missed you off the list. The list is there. if I haven't put you on there, then what I am going to do... They liked doing that. Let's just test the intro and have a look. Terrible fire. You must be on it, mate. Oh, yeah, I can see you right there. How you doing, mate? Right, let's just test this out quickly. System nice one. Build. Build tiny tro, yeah. It might get a bit loud. Let's have a look. Dapper. All right, hang on. Wait a sec. Let me just check the... Actually, whilst that's doing that, I can just move that over. God, even my my old PC can't keep up with WinUE anymore. Ah, okay. Let's have a look. Where have we got to? Oh gosh, fuck you now. Dalius there. Oh, that's weird. What? Oh, okay. So we need to save a couple of lines with this. Okay. No, look how much space we've got either side, right? So I reckon we just take like, hang on. And that's, where's that? That's 60, yeah, that's fine. So we go to about there as our limit. Yeah. Yeah. Too long a name there, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. I can't see chat at the moment. I'm obviously very much looking... Oh, that's a massive name. We can't do that. Okay, yeah. Better. Yeah, good. Like that. Okay. Right. Did I miss anything? Proper Rogues Gallery. At some point I'll do everyone an ASCII. Jesus, man. Remove me. No, you're in there, mate. Okay. Yeah, you're not getting removed. Definitely not. Mate, you're the whole reason this thing exists in the first place. Like, if Galahad hadn't taught me how to crack when I was like 13, 14 or whatever, like, we wouldn't be doing this now. So, it's your fault. There we go. Okay, let me just speed this up so I can just have a look at it. Misspent youth. I don't. This is not misspent youth. This is perfectly spent youth. Oh, look at that. Oh. Okay, now that is getting big, isn't it? Yeah, perfect spent youth. That looks nice. We like that. Great. Okay, so now this is the interesting bit. I did here Tiny Tro pack, right? A build process which will basically build a binary and then shrink compress it. So we're at 4,570 bytes, right? So let's just double check that in our calculator. 4570. Okay, so yeah, it was still not bigger than one. That's got smaller. plus 400. How's that got smaller? I could fit that on the first track now, but that's not how I've done it. That's really weird. I don't understand compression. This was bigger when I did it last time. This is very strange. Anyway, right. So, oh, hang on. Let me just double check. Oh, system nice. That's why. That's why it's okay. There, that's better because now it's going to include the bootloader. There we go. This will be bigger. 5,400. Okay, is that still bigger than a track? 5431. No, it's bumping up to it, but that's fine. Room for the HD TTE mod. It's not a mod, so probably the space in Outrun to fix the compression. Dozer, like literally stuff like that can actually at the bare end of trying to get something into 4K, something like that can actually make all the difference. It's very bizarre. Right, so I now need to get, you'll see, so first things first, floppy drive, greasy weasel, we're going to plug that into there, right? And then you can't see it down here because my picture's there. In fact, I'll just switch my cam off for a second. Right, now you see down here, I've got this thing here, which is getting released very soon by Rob Smith Dev. This is disk flashback. Now I can go to settings, and now I can mount physical drive, which is this Amiga disk is in there. Right. Have a look at this PC. There's my Amiga Action Replay disc in drive A. There's all of my boot files, my RIP files, all the files that I've been using for this process. Now what I'm going to do is go here, go to let's open and explore, reveal in File Explorer. There we go, and then go to my TinyTro shite run build. See tinitro.shr, 6 kilobytes. So just drag and drop that. Replace the file at the destination. And there we go. So I've just copied, and now what I can do is I can obviously eject that. I've now got my crack intro on an Amiga disc. It's getting Rob Smith just waved you on Discord. I'm sure he'll sort you out. But yeah, freaking game changer. What? I mean, Rob, you've outdone yourself for this one. It is bloody amazing. Oh my God, is that the time? Right. I'm going to have to do a BRB and an ad break and get another beer. So, do you have any preference on the type of BRB you want? Do you want the X copy? Do you want the TT intro? Do you want the old school C64 tune? Which one do you want? TTE 64 X copy. So that doesn't help me at all. 2 for X copy, 2 for C64, 3 for X copy. There we go. We're done. Right. 4 for X copy. So we're getting the X copy. Oh, hang on. There we go. Actually, we don't need that. We're finished with this, I think. So we can close that. I do need to port back. Oh God, look at the state of my freaking desktop. There we go. That's better. Boot SE. When am I releasing Trilateral? I'll probably publicly upload the mods somewhere when Seekonoid's M1 VST. Yes, Ice Dragon D. It's very lovely. Yeah, when Seekonoid comes out, all of that stuff will come out. So the ZX Spectrum Beeper music disc. Well, I'll let the game settle for a bit. So maybe a few weeks after. But there's the ZX Spectrum Beeper music disc, the ZX Spectrum version of Seekonoid, all the modules. And I think that's everything actually. And obviously not. I won't be releasing the game because that would be. I mean, you know, that's for Thalamus to do. There won't be a TTE release of it, that's for sure. Right, so now if I remember rightly, where's my notepad? Yeah, track 30. So if I go to this disc here, I believe if I read track 30,1 into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just as an example, right? You'll see here, yeah. That's amazing. That entire crack intro there, everything, including the bootloader for the game. That's it. That's everything. So. Track 30, so lmtinitro.shr, I think it was, into 3,000, 30,000, yep. And then what we need to do, and then we need to write track 31, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't fuck this up. Okay, yeah, that's right. Right, so that should now be a game with our new final crack intro. It's definitely, yeah, there we go, it's definitely there. Right, let's just check that everything's correct. If I've got a typo now, I don't care. Oh, fuck, there was something. I wanted to fix that copper issue on the top right, on the right-hand side. I do know how to fix that now. No, it's just how the copper operates slightly differently. But you still get the same result, so there we go. Let's just check that the game actually boots. I'm still amazed that we can fit like a bootloader and that entire intro with music in one track on the Amiga. It's pretty impressive. I mean, admittedly, you also need like a few hundred bytes in the boot block to fucking load and unpack it. But you know. Oh, for fuck's sake. the fuck's happened there? 10 out of 10. I made the game better. I know, yeah. But it was working a minute ago. It's still an improvement. I can't. No, at TTE, even if the game's shit, we're not going to release a broken game. Do you think Galahad would put up with that kind of shit? I mean, for Outrun, probably, yeah. Maybe it checks around for crack throws. That's a good point, actually. But this was working before. Well, this is annoying. Let me just try something a sec. Nope. Twitch stream got interesting. What are we going to do? FA4, F123, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right point there. There we go. Right. Okay. 5, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, wait until that's done. Okay, everything's now killed. And let's just fill all of that round there with nothing. Oh, I better know what it is. Well, let's let that finish. That's in fast RAM. Nothing's fucking touching that, is it? So... Some retired programmer is laughing his laugh. Bleh.
US Gold present from Sega.
Right, yeah, that is definitely the problem. Right. This game gets a lot of hate. I think it's dirty RAM. So boot 4 into 4F123, yeah. Because that's all I changed there. Does anything around here actually set a... Nothing around here sets a stack pointer either, does it? But... Okay. So let's just here... clear.w a1 plus... compare.longword... hash 4f000, a1 bne 4f02e, yep, BRA 51234, yeah, that's probably right, isn't it? 4f123, yeah, copy the loader down to C0. I mean, that's doing it by byte. That's no fucking good. That's going to fucking crash, isn't it? Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, yeah. Clear.w, yeah. Okay. SM boot 5. 50400. Okay. We'll get a BAM invalid issue now, won't we? Go on. All right. Right, I'm going to go with that. Which I find really interesting because surely there's nothing different about what I'm doing and what the original game's doing to get to that point, apart from the fact that I've put some more stuff in RAM. But RAM could be dirty anyway, so anyway, right, so let's run the thing again. Here we go. Settings, mount physical drive. Thank you. So we need to go. Let's get this wrapped up, will we? Sequence code slash tiny C slash code tiny archive. Archive, here we go. There's fucking stuff here. Tiny archive. Shite run. Okay. And then A drive. There we go. Yeah, and it was boot 5, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, you get no name on it. And then all we need to do is go back into here. Go to boot.asm. Change that to boot 5. Pack it. Yeah, lovely. And then go back to... If this doesn't work this time, honestly, I'm fucking giving up with this fucking thing. I was only doing this for Carl. I hate this game. Okay, yeah, that's copied. Okay. Okay, file ejected, right. Which I find interesting because this does actually clear RAM, so it's probably not going to work. It's probably something else that's causing me a problem. Okay. Right track 31, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Just work this time. Spent 3 streams on this freaking game. Terrible 5. Just get the arcades, yeah. Okay, it's loading. It's all those vector monitors. I mean, they look fantastic, but at the same time. I don't get it. Because it was working earlier with the crack intro. New feature. Yeah, something like that. Just where's the red? Okay, so no, it's moved the stack. That's fine. So that's not the issue. I reckon the issue is no, it's already set that up. Yeah, that's just what I was checking. But it's already set them all up. I was told we couldn't do set accept. Wow. That's so weird. DC0002 doesn't sound like a valid... No, it doesn't to me either. Let me just try one thing. Fuck off. Oh, 1, 2, 3. No, F8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, yeah, there we go. I'm just going to try a little something out here. Because you're watching, innit? Exactly, NE7.
US Gold.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Right. At least I hope so. It's because the status register. So, right. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, this is the last chance. If this doesn't work after this, I'm basically throwing the disc away and then burning your box, Retro 32. I'm not going to do that. You paid far too much money for this fucking piece of junk. Desktop. There we go. Right, so all we need to do... The boot's got nothing to do with it. Let's just change that to a 7. Let's build it again. TinyTro.pack. Yep. Okay. Okay, and that's in there. So we now need to mount the disk again. Now the stream froze too. Compile and pray. Yeah, pretty much. Mount physical drive. There we go. Okay, let's get another Explorer window up. Drive A. There we go. TinyTro.shr. Place file and destination. This is still cool as fuck though, right? I've literally just written a file from Windows to an Amiga disk. An Amiga DOS disk using... using a disk drive. I mean, it's crazy, right? Eject the disk, yeah. It is. He's also done a fantastic video about disk protections and how they actually look on disk. It's really interesting if you're into that kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. Right, this time. Fucking fingers and toes crossed. Okay. Weird that it would cause a problem now. It doesn't make any sense. But, you know, if I could leave the disk write enabled, I don't care if it gets overwritten. TTD. Okay, yeah, we can do that. That's a good idea. Will it work? Yes. No. And there's another option. Right, you got 1 minute. I started a poll. I'll just stop 2 tunes playing at the same time. Yeah, we're keeping the typo now, mate. I don't care. Right, there you go. There's a poll. Will it work? Yes, no, format the disk. I love watching these. A lot of you have a lot of. There's a lot of positivity in chat. Yeah. We better win all the channel points for this. Exercise the disc. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm believing in you all. Lots of rather oddly hopeful people, yeah. Please be the end of this. Please. Please. The power of Christ compels you, Outrun Amiga. Oh, Spectrum, mate. Well, bloody hell. He's fucking haunted. They're internet points, mate. No, because if we got it to load, fine. Earlier. It deserves another shut it, Retro 32. No way. Okay, right, so where are we then? So no. Okay, now that branches off to there. Okay, and then that branches off to there. So we should get to here. Right, that's after loading the 2 sections. I don't care about the 1-bit plain shit. Second part load. Then we should hit the breakpoint. Yeah, okay. Hit the breakpoint. 3E, 3F8. Okay, that's pointless. And that is also pointless. Okay, those two, we should have patched those two out, really. Okay. They should still... That's fine, that doesn't crash it. E000, so that is enable the master interrupt. What fucking interrupts that firing up? Okay, that's all the... Okay. Okay. Come on. Still not died. $49E. Okay, so that's waiting for something to be pressed.
US Gold present from Sega.
Does the crack trap restore the state correctly? No, there's no need to. It just kills the state because the boot block within the first few lines of the boot block, it kills all the DMA anyway. Might be quite rapid in 1-bit playing, but yeah, you'd also have to reduce all the drawing routines. That might be an interesting patch version, but the game doesn't work. And yeah. So what is that? That is 820. So that's enable DMA. So what is the DMA that's getting enabled there? 820F, which that is that's disk DMA, isn't it? And that is let's just try something here a sec. I know that doesn't care either, so it's not that. It's not the return out of that. So that's audio. That looks like a good old fashioned Pro Tracker fucking oh dear. 3, 5. Why would you put that into a register and then fucking... There you go. That's the Pro Tracker. It says the Pro Tracker replay that's crashing it. Stack might be set, but whereas memory in the user stack. Okay. Yeah, although we've trapped out, so it shouldn't matter. It's because it shouldn't return from that. That's so bizarre. Is it a CIA issue? Well, the loader doesn't use any CIAs. And I don't touch any CIAs in the crack intro, so I can't see that should be the issue. So I don't think the replay is using a CIA interrupt. It's an old soundtrack if I can replay that thing. Oh! Fucking is, isn't it? Okay. It depends on the situation. This is not my Pro Trucker replayer, is it? But this is using Pro Trucker replay. It's using CIA at least anyway. It's using a CIA interrupt. So that must be what the problem is. So it correctly plays on PAL and NTSC, yeah. So I give him that. Okay. Give me 2 ticks. I just need to visit the office. I'll just do a quick BRB. I won't be long. Right, I think I've spotted what the problem is. This is enabling a CIA interrupt, and the last thing it does is actually load in the interrupt vector. Hey Minimo, how you doing? So Richard Downer, thanks for the follow. I think that's the problem here. This is basically setting up the interrupt. But the last thing it does is load the vector for it. So the vector, when it's the chances are when it first triggers, it's not fucking there. I think so, yeah. Right, there's one way we can test this. And I threw the disc away, didn't I? Yeah. Actually, let's just let's do that. What state are we in at the moment? Well, that's unpacking. So what's in 78? Okay, so let's try. Assemble 7. Oh no, it's gonna fucking clear it, isn't it? Oh, let's do RTE. And then there we'll put that as... Right. Just do an RTE. I'm not using anyone's... no, the replay, it's Cinta. So it's run on the V-blank. So we could patch this out quite easily, I think. If this works, obviously.
US gold.
That's it. That's the fucker, innit? I reckon that's it. Ion Titchy, track in the background is fine. This is one of my old ones from 1996 called Shaded Love. LM boot 5, actually it's in boot 4 because it's not the memory issue, is it? Okay, so all we need to do then is actually we put it in the patch points here, can't we? Yeah. Okay. Assemble. Let's just put it at B8, right? Fuck it. RTE. Yeah. So what is that? That's okay. So we need to move.w 4e73 into b8.s, right? Move.longword b8 into 78.s. Jump 400.s. There we go. SM boot 5 1400, right. You should have the current track name somewhere on screen. That's not a bad idea. I should probably set that up at some point. Right. Now, this really is the fucking last chance saloon, man. I can't be dealing with this game anymore. You need to see that. There we go. Okay, so let me settings. Let's mount the physical drive. Tiny Tro shite run. Yeah. And I want drive A. There we go. Let's boot 5. I hope I saved this right, otherwise I'm going to be really annoyed. Okay, that sounds like it's done. I don't want to do that yet, actually. Let's just build and pack it. Okay. Yep. Build. Copy that to there. Little did he know he would struggle with this. I'm making a cup of tea. Can't bear to see a bloke cry. Yeah, I am in pain. We'll get there though. Okay, eject my disc. It's quite cathartic. I'm glad that you can vicariously enjoy the trials and tribulations of this shit. It doesn't always go well, man. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. It doesn't always go well. Which is interesting, because when I first had a pop at cracking this damn thing, I had it done in about 5 minutes. It was working, yes. Your video with Bacchus was just like this. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it just flows. Other days. I'm fine, mate. I'm absolutely fine. I know what we're doing. Right. We're not going for a fourth stream, mate. No way. You can't see it at the moment. I don't care. Mount disk image. No. See me pressing the wrong buttons in here now. That didn't sound right. Something was wrong with that. Why do I keep on subbing to you? Can someone tell me? I don't know. Okay. Was that Commander King consolation prize? Thank you very much. Right. That is ejected. See? Ladies, gentlemen, theys and thems. This is how we resolve this shit. Right track 30. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last fucking chance. I'm gonna get a beer after this. No, I'm not doing another poll. I'm just going to double check something as well. M78. No, no, it's not that. Let's patch it on release day. They already set one. It's nothing to do with that.
US.
Right, I'm just gonna. It did work, but it doesn't make any sense as to why it does work. Because Vampire MSX, when I break into the action replay, because of the way this game is coded, it doesn't know how many bit planes to set. So when you go back, it sets it to 1. You can patch it out easy enough, but... It's going to crash, isn't it?
US
No!
Gold present from Sega.
Clip it. It's fine. It was a moment. Yeah. Terrible CIA setup. Oh yeah, we've got to actually leave it to load. I'm not listening to that fucking shit chiptune version of that tune either. Yeah, it's weird though, because it seemed to already set one, but I think it's there's obviously some other thing. It's just one of those, isn't it? Like, the code wasn't very good in the first place, and it was a fucking miracle that it worked on the system. Fucking loading on these things ridiculous. Pause. There we go. Right. That's done. Right. That's it. Calling that done. Right. I will. Not now. That was well timed, mate. I'm gonna play this. So I'm gonna go run and get a beer, and I hope it's long enough. Let me just see if I could just nope. Let me see if I can find it for you, mate. Yeah, there it is. Save link as. Just fucking check it on the desktop, will you? There we go. Right. What fixed it in the end? Basically, it looked like just a real weird timing issue with the CIA interrupts. So I put something in there to basically stop the CIA interrupt from fucking... I can't believe I helped end this nightmare. Kill me now. Yeah. You did. Yeah, it's basically an interrupt. It was just pure luck that the game actually works. It should probably crash. But Waterman hitting bed. Well done. Take care all. Thanks, mate. I am going to do a BRB back first so that I can get... bad programming for the developer, yeah. I'm going to do a BRB and then I'll come back and I'll play Astral by Mortimer Twang. I'm going to go for a classic BRB. I'll be back in a bit. Right. Bloody hell. What admission that was. Okay, so I'll get that up on the I'll get the readme done. Fucking hell, that thing. I'll get the readme done. We'll get that up on the BBS probably sometime tomorrow. I'm not doing it now. I'm at my tail end with that freaking thing. So thank God that it worked. Yeah. So in other news, you remember last week we showed you the module player. Which folder is that? Okay, open recent stream test. There we go. Right. Build stream test. Okay, we can actually build that to disk as well, shall we? Should we do that? Actually, fuck it. Yeah, let's do that. Exe to disk. Fuck it, let's do that. One of those. It's fine. Right. Just so we can prove, obviously, because we know that this is an Amiga 500. It's got 512k chip RAM and 512k of useless fucking RAM. So let's build this as a disk image. Exe to disk. Okay, builds fine. Streamtest.adf, right? It's just, I know Rob's gonna mention that I can use his fantastic tool for this, but I'm just gonna use this for now because I haven't spent the time working out how to do it yet. C:/code/streamtest/UAE DH0 streamtest.adf. Right, let's write this to a disk. Don't overwrite the disk again. No, those disks are well out of the way. I'm going to repeat of that. Rob's fantastic tool. I mean, it is a fantastic tool. It's bloody brilliant. Right. So, we've got 1 mega RAM. Only 512k of that is actually useful in terms of the DMA, right? I did put this, a load of you've probably seen this already, because I put it on YouTube this week. But I thought, rather than just, run it through the emulator, let's run it on the real deal. I got one of my Amigas out for the first time in years the other day, and now it's permanently connected up. Yeah, mate, mine's always here. It's either this or I swap it out with the 1200 with the 060. But there's always one here. So, I just can't help it. There. Okay, so the plan for this was basically so it's a module player that uses compressed samples. Oh fuck yeah, he does. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, he does. Yes, and we'll do that right now. Actually, thanks for the reminder. Yes. Okay, that disc's written now anyway, so that's all good. Yeah, thank you. And then we can just do that. And then we can do this, which is beautiful. As requested by NE7 Astral by Mortimer Twang. There you go, mate. NE7, I nearly forgot. Thanks, Nivrig, for reminding me. What a cracker. Oh, so good. Mortimer Twang, easily one of the best musicians on the Amiga ever. So, what is that? Oh, that's PT Clone that's looking at. So let's go to there. Right. Disc is written. So, this disc now contains Surveillance by Day Tripper and Hoffman, a 1.6 megabyte ProTracker module. I'm going to put it in my A500, which has 512K chip RAM and 512K of slow RAM. is why it doesn't work. It's the perfect story of my night, isn't it? I mean, it's loading, so the OS has decided it's happy. So this will work though. I wrote this 4-bit actually. But yeah, it's like 800 odd kilobyte executable, so it takes a while. It worked on my computer, yeah. Oh yeah, some sound would be good. Right, I'm going to disappear.
Of you and I. Now when you're searching Google, it's really searching you. Learning and earning from our digital value. Hold your search history in the name of security. Notion of privacy fades into obscurity. Main aim, infiltrate the mainframe and stop bugs in your brain box and bots in the raindrops. Heads nod with pulsing fiber optics, farming and feeding. There's no off switch, losing our identity through AI inventions. The state of their face, a surveillance complexion. There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Forever in the sight of the all-seeing eye. Goggles in the night, drones in the sky. You must strive to be part of the hype. They're always watching you.
I need to get it to stop there, but there you go. So there you go. That on one disc on an Amiga 500. I actually worked it out. That's not copper chisel at all. So let's pull up. There we go. And go to, where is it? There we go. Playing the first Daryl J Man playing the first cricket. How much disc space is left on the disc here? Not a lot, nothing really. But there's no compression used on that. So I did a quick test I got it down from like 800k to about 600 and something. So I shaved off of a couple of 100k off of it with some compression. So it's, you know, you're talking 1.6 meg of Pro Tracker module, which all the samples are then halved. And then you can compress on top of that. So anyway, code-wise, this is it. So I suppose the best way to explain it is to let's get paint up, right? And let's just let's fill it with black, okay, and then let's get some of that. Right, so let's say, for example, there we go. Let's say this is your memory, right? And you've got a sample here, right? Right. Okay, so that's all of that's 0. That's the top, right? Right. So the way a normal tracker player works, right? So there's 4 channels, obviously. So what it does is it switches off the DMA for the channel to say don't play anything, right? And then it waits a certain amount of time, and then the DMA will switch off. What it then does is it basically says, right, I'll load that address into the location, right? And that it'll load into the length, right? And then what it does is it switches the DMA on, right, to say, yep, DMA on. And then what happens is the DMA kicks off, right, and then just starts like churning through memory, playing that sample data out through that particular channel. And that's kind of how a tracker works, right? And the thing is that you have to remember, the Amiga has no concept of single shot samples, right? What the DMA will do when you kick it off, when it's in a state where like it's not playing anything, when you start it, it'll basically start playing that. When it gets to the end here, what the DMA will do is go, I've run out of data. What's in my location? Go there. That's my length. So basically it'll rinse and repeat. Right. So the way most Pro Tracker routines or music player routines deal with that is basically say, once it's gone past a certain point, it'll then say, well, just play like 2 bytes from there. So when the sample runs out, the DMA kicks off and goes, well, the location is there, but the length is 0. So that's how it normally does it, right? Similarly with the loop, right? So say there's our loop there, here. What it will do is it will start playing. When it gets to here, it goes, right, actually change that as the location, and then that as the length, right? So what happens is when it starts playing, it gets to there, hits there, and then just jumps back to there and just plays that length continuously. So that's how reset the pointer to an empty sample. There's a couple of ways to do it. Most of the basically the way Pro Tracker does it, it just resets it to the first 2 bytes of the sample. So the first 2 bytes of your sample have data in it. It creates high pitched noises, which is really lovely. Right. So the way this one works. So let's go. Yeah. Just can I not clear that? New, don't save. So the way this works, right, is let's see if I can explain this. Right, imagine that the samples aren't actually playable at any point, right? So what happens is when it does a trigger to say location and length, right? Length. I'm going to explain this terribly now. What we do is basically for each channel we set up 2 buffers. So we've got a buffer 1 here and a buffer 2 here, right? So the first thing we do is we fill that, we uncompress part of the sample into the first buffer, and then so imagine that's 2 buffers. So the start, it basically says, right, let's uncompress that and then start playing that, right? When that triggers off and starts playing, an audio interrupt triggers off. And I don't know why I'm drawing this shit now. And then it says, okay, I've started playing this block of memory. What do you want me to do next? So what it does is it says, right, well, set the location to here, and the length is still the same, but whilst you're playing that bit, I'm now going to uncompress the next chunk of the sample into this bit of memory. And then, bam, it gets to there, goes, okay. So when it hits here and starts playing this bit of uncompressed memory, it says, what do you want to do? Well, what we'll do is we'll go back here, and then we'll uncompress another bit of sample in here. Great. And then rinse and repeat. So it's basically a double buffer that happens. It generates the wanted slice for one-shot samples. Not one-shot samples, for anything. It's short. It's short in a circular buffer. So how much have I actually used in this? I think it's about 64 bytes actually. Stream test. 128 bytes. So that's how big the buffer is. So for each channel, we've got 256 bytes. But writing 0 after the sample overwrote the other stuff. No, because we're only focusing on one buffer at a time. So much uncompression, CPU must either hate you or love you. So yeah, there's another trick to it as well, right? So where's this again? Right. So understanding that what we have to do is when we start a piece of DMA, the interrupt will kick off and say, what do you want to do next? So what we do is we load an address into the custom register, and then we unpack into that buffer, rinse and repeat. But the problem is, when you want to kick off a sample, what you don't want to be doing is doing that unpacking at that point, because then you're going to be slowing down what, let's say like one channel unpacks a sample and then this one unpacks one, then that one. So you're going to end up like, before you've actually started playing those samples, it's going to take a while, right? So what happens is, for each instrument in the tune, we have two pre-unpacked buffers. So what happens is it says it wants to play instrument 13. We've got two buffers already unpacked. So it plays the first buffer, triggers the DMA, that starts playing, the interrupt kicks off and goes, hey, what do you want to do next? Well, what we'll do is we'll set the second unpack buffer, so we don't need to do anything yet, and then we'll just wait until that's finished. And then when the second pre-unpacked buffer's finished, that's when it goes, okay, well, you've run out of unpacked data. Now we start unpacking into our two buffers and start playing. So that's basically how it works. So I hope I've explained that correctly as best as I can. Racing the stream, yeah, except I'll show you here. So actually, I'll tell you what we could do. Oh dear, look at my sprite that's been left there. Let's modify this slightly, right? So let's go to find process chan, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do red for channel 0. Yep. Green for channel 1. Blue for channel 0. And then we'll do white. Oh no, hang on. No, hang on. Green for channel 0, and then white for channel 4 or 4-3, depending on whether you're 0 based, right? Can you save a lot of interrupt overhead by using bigger buffers? 1K streams. The problem is that then when that buffer kicks off, the audio interrupt will interrupt the other audio interrupt. So you end up with, a massive wait time for those things to finish. So it's a balancing act, really. Yeah, spend longer in the interrupt generating more data. Yeah. So let's see what this looks like, right? I'm still building that to disk for some reason. There we go. Right, so what did we do? We did red, green, blue, and white. So there's red, that's channel 1. So you can see there's an unpack. And then whilst that's the point where it then needs more data, so we unpack red there. Again, blue there, blue there, blue there, white there, white there, white there. Let's just speed that up a bit. Oh, that's quite interesting looking at it like that. So you'll see one of these channels here. Is it the red? You see this one, the green one here. That one's a low rate sample. So you see from there to there, it's much longer because the sample rate's slower. So when you say 4-bit deltas, you have 128 bytes to store a delta. No, you've got 4 bits to store a delta value, which will then use as a lookup to then determine what the next sample value is. So real live instrument sample is always great and alive, but yeah, for a whole mod, it's a taste balancing. Hey Zender, mate, how you doing? So that's basically how it works. Do you have start values for beginning and end of the loop start? Yes. Yeah. So that's already pre-baked in. So what happens is we know how long of the sample we need to unpack until it runs out of the loop, because we know that there's a loop. And then when that runs out, we then switch the delta value and then start unpacking from that position there. So I have a beer and turned 50 yesterday and survived it. Congratulations, mate. Bloody hell. 50. Jeez. I'm not far behind you, mate. Don't worry. Yeah. So I think that kind of explains it. So if you look here, like all the samples are pretty high rate here. So red, you can see the spacing between red is the same as the spacing between blue. It's the same as the spacing between white there. That's quite cool to look at, actually.
Cybernetic eyes, feedback 84 in disguise. Convenience is the cold word for demise. Exploit the binary souls of you and I.
So which channel is the vocal on there? Red? No, that's the drums. That's the first channel. It's that one there, I think. So if you look at the distance between red and then look at the distance between green, it's almost double, right? Or it's not quite, but yeah. Looks like Guess the Flag. Now, Graham, mate, how you doing? Oh, Graham, there's some final test CDs winging your way. It'll be the last one, so hopefully nothing fucking breaks. I hope. So so that's how that works. So what we can do, for example, is pop into here. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out on the post. We just need one last bedtime for you, Trap Shot. No worries, mate. Thanks for tuning in. So if we go into my little C# thing, which does all the conversion. So could this work with much larger modules that have compressed data all in fast if you have it? The compressed data is already in fast RAM or slow RAM at this point. It could be anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is. You could actually run this with 256K of slow RAM and a megabyte of 256K of chip RAM and like a meg of slow RAM or fast RAM, and it'll still work. It doesn't matter where it is, because basically the only chip RAM we need is like a couple of tiny buffers. So that's how it works. So if we do mod.supra, for example, and then run that, that'll spit out all the data, all the samples and everything. There we go. And I go back to here. I mean, the text will be wrong, but tiny chip buffers, any more than a handful is a waste. Yes. Please see there's only one channel being used here. Boost SE. Yeah. I mean, it could be. That would still work. It'd be a lot quicker as well because you don't have to uncompress it. So, but again, as you can see, if I pause this, so the black area is where you have spare raster time. So there's quite a lot of it, but at the same time, if you're doing a demo, it's probably not a lot. There's no restrictions for Gil, apart from the fact that it uses loads of CPU. You can play. Well, actually, there are restrictions. You can't have tiny little short loops like chip tunes. It wouldn't work with a chip tune. But then, what's the point? So yeah. That's really satisfying. Just seeing that sampled like trigger and like turn on and turn off. So yeah, so there are like a couple of like I can hear some very odd like little very edge case glitching that I can't work out how to clear up, but that's about as tidy as I could get it. So yeah, there you go. That's the module player. Right. World of Commodore. Oh, we had that not that long ago. Come on. Yeah, some clicks now and again. Yeah, it's quite hard to determine with all the interrupts firing off. It's quite hard to Macked by space, but that is a good choice there, Commander Keen. Macked is bloody good. Hang on, that's probably a link through. Oh no, there we go. Save as. Let me just clear up the folder first. Desktop. DM, yeah, there we go. Get rid of that. Save that as DM Macked. There we go. More beer needed, BRB. I've run out of beer. Then we are nearly at the end, so. Demons are forever. Oh my god. Okay. No, I check all the channels, JC1980. I don't ever seem to have... it doesn't look like any of them ever fire off at the same time, which is weird. But, you know. What am I going to do? Whoa. Don't open that up. There we go. Let me just write that to disk. Desktop DM. Okay, let's write that. And what was the other one? Demons Are Forever. Oh my god, that's a very old demo, isn't it? Demons Are. Oh god, here we go. From 88, I know. You're gonna make me unpack it and also. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Google. Yes. Keep, please. Resume. Keep. God, you gotta love this website, haven't you? Kill. Yeah, your messages. I'll allow that. That's fine. Weird. Demons aren't forever. No. No, not at all. But you wouldn't post horrible things in my chat, would you? So. Yeah, I mean, hang on. Demo2 would be the same link, though, right? Oh, Crest of Bitworld's probably got a decent link. There we go. Okay, let me leave that. I'm gonna do desktop DM. Yeah, into there. Thank you. CMD. Should really set this up as a right click. EXE to ADF -I. That says only the best. Okay, now that seems like it's supposed to be correct. Okay, A.ADF. Right. You're all selecting very, very old demos now. Right, so whilst this one's loading, I'll go and write the next one. Right, Macked by Spaceballs. Here you go.
I'm gonna drag your sorry carcass into your backyard and beat the hell out of you in front of your entire family.
Absolute banger, basically. Macked by Spaceballs, Slummy and Laguba on top form, basically. Amiga 500, obviously, because that's what we've got. Is it in the drive already? Oh, which disc? Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. That one, I think. Mucked. Thank you. Of course, you are also Norwegian, aren't you, Zender? So, you know, you would know this. Mucked. I mean, this should work. It's a 500, right? We're getting old school. Yeah, there you go. Well, I would say to see that. Yeah, I know, but I don't. You know, we've got the 500 in. So yeah, we're gonna roll out with one more. Francis, mate, no worries. Thanks for tuning in. I'll speak to you tomorrow. The musician also did the music for the game Data Storm later. Oh right, nice. There we go. We're going to have that instead. We're going to get weird.
Hey man, I found another interesting signal, but it totally crashed my machine. I have no idea what's going on. Can you see if you can find it?
think actually your reality's formatted at that point. There you go. Oh, I just thought I wanted to watch that. I hadn't seen it for ages, so there you go. There you go, Logic OS by Logicoma. And that is not making any noise at all. There you go. Thank you all. Spectrum, I need to have a go at demo soon. I think I know enough Amiga now. Yes, you do. Right, how do we do this again? Let me press some buttons here. Here we go. That one. That's the good one to press. Edvin Helen, thanks for an awesome stream. Thank you for tuning in. I can't believe how hard bloody Outrun has been. Keen, thank you very much. Hooverphonic, Gridpoint, Thalamus, Lars 18th. Let me do this. There, we'll press that button there. There we go. UK Gamer. Everyone else is tuned in. Zenda, lovely stream. Thank you very much, mate. Boost SE, thanks. Thank you. TTD, Blitter Object, NE7, Booney, Sleepy Dwarf, thanks and good night. No worries. Archie Dragon, thanks and night. Autumn Hippo, thank you. We are going to raid. There we go. We're going to raid our old pal, Charlie Farr. What on earth? Can I not... there we go. Search. There we go. Lee Farr. There we go. Happy birthday, TTD, in 5 minutes. You're off to bed. See you all. No worries. Cookie, thanks for tuning in. Much love, everyone. Lars 18th. Curl. Tib Chip. Thanks. Good night. Spectrum, I'll add you to the... Daryl J. Man. Nice one. Spectrum, I will add you to the TT member list before we do a final release of Outrun. Don't worry. Right, I'm going to start the raid. Here we go. We're going to go over to Charlie Farr. Charlie's lovely. Just say A up in chat, which is... you can spell that however you want, really. It's fine. You know, do whatever you want. Minimo, no worries, mate. Laters. I will see you all Gridpoint night. I'll see you on Monday for some DJing, because that's going to happen on Monday. So, yeah. Much love, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.